Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. This is a preview for a 7-book submission to CGC. I'm going to send these books first, obviously, to Paul from Midwest Scotsman, and he's going to be pressing and cleaning these books. Right now, I want to be taking a look at each book, give you guys my predictions, also look at the flaws and what I think can be improved, and then ultimately what the base grade is, what my absolute lowest grade that I would possibly want on these books, and why I'm kind of submitting them, and maybe the potential of what I think they could come back as. So hopefully you guys are excited, and let's take a look at the first book. This first book is from 1944, I believe, and it might be earlier, but this is Flying Cadet number 17. I think this is from, it's definitely during the wartime. So this is Flying Cadet number 17. It's the last book in the series of Flying Cadet, and it's the only one that has a comic book cover. The rest are photo covers. This is a really cool Maurice Whitman. It's got a topless lady there on, so a pinup girl, or I can't remember what they call the ladies that they put, like the bombshell or whatever, that they put on the side of planes, or in this situation, the gunner's shield there. Really excited about what the potential of this one is. It's just one of my favorite books, and it's really not easy to come by. This book is kind of sought after, and you can see the Americans fighting the Japanese in the Pacific, so this is really cool. Flying Cadet. Great yellow banner up here. So what I see right away is there is some foxing issues going on the side here. There's a little bit of some kind of staining right in this area. You can see a lighter hint there. I think that's some sort of staining or something. I'm not sure if cleaning will help that. There's a little bit of spine stress. There's a little bit of corner damage up here and a little bit of corner damage down there. And there's also this very obvious wrinkle, which that would maybe take a tack iron to get that out. And then it just needs an overall cleaning. There may be a little staining in the back, and there's a small little tear that goes through about the back cover and maybe the next 2 pages, but that's it. So excited to see what this one comes back as and how it looks after getting pressed and cleaned. I really think that my base grade on this one would be a 4.0. I think it has a good shot of being 4.0 or higher. Now, if it got a 5.0, I would be ecstatic, because this is just a really cool book. In 5.0 or higher, it would be really cool. But anything lower than a 4.0, I'd be really surprised. I don't think it's really going to get any lower than that. I've never submitted myself personally any Golden Age books, so I'm curious to know how they grade this kind of stuff. Staples are attached at both. They've got a little bit of lines, stress and indentations around those staples. So hoping for a 5.0 or better, and anything lower than a 4.0, I'd be really surprised. Next book up is kind of a strange one. So you've got True Life Secrets number 23. This is a Charlton Publications comic, and you've got foxing, staining on this side right here. So foxing and staining on that side. As you can see, it's like a dust shadow, but it's got some foxing in there as well. The spine looks pretty nice. There are some ticks, but really nothing. There's like 1, 2, 3 major ticks, 4, maybe 5 major ticks on the side, but they're not really that terrible. Like that one doesn't go all the way to the F. That's just like the F, the mark over the F is printing. It's like ink. So that's how it was printed. The corners are pretty good. That corner is just a little blunted. This corner is very, very sharp. Nice edges. Nice top edge as well. So I'm hoping for a 7.0 to 8.0 on this one. I don't know if that's possible. Like I said, with the foxing, I don't know what that's going to do. I'm really hoping for at least a 7.0. Would be ecstatic if it got 8.0. So this is really a great book. It's an innuendo cover, good girl art from, I think, 1954. So this is still Golden Age, really cool, like Atom Age. Nice classic cover as denoted on the CGC label. All right, this one I'm really excited about. This is the Ghost Rider number 1. There is not a lot of issues, and I've counted all the pages in these books. There's not a lot of issues with this one. Now there is a fold up here and 2 folds down here. Now the thing is that's great is they do not break color at all. So those can be pressed to look better. You can see right under the airs, right there. There's a little bit of a fold. So that's not bad. It doesn't break color. And then it's a little dirty on the spine. So a little like light cleaning, especially right here, especially in the color area. You can see right above like the Native American right here. There's a little bit of dirt. That could probably be picked up pretty easily by cotton ball or something like that. If you take a look, now I've checked that these color breaking or these spine ticks are not color breaking, and I've also checked inside the book to make sure that they weren't covered up or anything like that with ink or anything to try to restore those or make those look better. But you can see some of those spine dents or ticks are really not very color breaking. There's a little bit of a color break right there and maybe a little one right there, but so small. So I'm really hoping that this one comes back at like an 8.0. If this would come back at an 8.0, that would be amazing. If it comes back at a 7.0, I wouldn't be too heartbroken about it. 7.0 to 8.0, same as this one. Kind of hoping both of these come back anywhere from a 7.0 to an 8.0. But if this one comes back 8.0, I would absolutely love it. All right, here is Fantastic Four number 36, the first appearance of Medusa and the Frightful Four. I'm excited about this one because it's a pretty solid 5.0 copy in my estimation. Now there are some spine ticks here on the side, color breaking spine ticks, but I've gotten 6.0s, 6.5s with similar defects. So I'm thinking 5.0. There's not a lot of like chipping at the top. It's just a little fold over with some color breaks. The bottom is even better. The bottom looks even better than that. I'm looking on the side and it looks like a really nice side. The only real issues you have are a little bit of a faint, what looks like it was almost a subscription crease, but it doesn't go all the way down. So that's probably just a scratch. And then you've got a little bit of color loss there due to maybe some scratching or bending or folding or something like that. A little one up top. And then you've got some of the stuff here on the side. I've checked for restoration, counted the pages on all of these. They're good to go. I don't feel like there's any restoration on any of the ones I've shown so far. And so I'm thinking 5.0 to 6.0 on this one. Conservatively saying 5.0 on this. Would be happy with a 5.0 to 6.0. Okay, next up is my third copy of Fantastic Four, number 48. This is the third copy that I currently own right now. This one is, at first glance, this is like a 2.0 to me. This is like a 2.0 to 2.5. Now, upon further investigation, I have a strong feeling that this is going to come back restored because I see extra staple holes, so I feel like the staples have been replaced. So I'm calling that this Fantastic Four 48 is going to come back as a purple label with replaced staples. There's tape on the inside and there's tape holding the centerfold, I think, to maybe like the next page. I really have a feeling this is replaced staples, and there could potentially be married. Two inner wraps are married, like the two center wraps could be potentially married on this one because there's staining that's not consistent with other pages in the book. We will see. I don't know. It's like somebody spilled their chocolate milk on the edge of those two middle pages. The cover is very rough, lots of color breaks, lots of color loss. I'm not sure why that is, and if a pressing would even help this book. Honestly, I don't even know if I want this one pressed or cleaned or anything like that because it's going to come back with replaced staples. Very confident that this one's going to be a purple label 2.0. So hopefully we are right about that. Either way, just want to get it encased. The next book up is this Fantastic Four number 49. Now this is a very clean book. It's got some spine ticks here on the side. It's got one big one right there and then a couple other very noticeable ones. But this is my nicest copy, I think. And I think I would like this one to come back as a 4.5. I've got two 3.5s. If this one could come back as a 4.5, I think that's a pretty major tear right there at the staple. And then you've got some spine ticks that really break color. The top looks great. There's no marble chipping. This side looks very nice as well. A little fold over there that'll just be fixed by pressing. Side looks nice. Bottom looks nice. If for some reason this got a 5.0, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm aiming for a 4.5. All right, and my second copy of Avengers number 8 I'll be submitting. Just showed this in the Avengers haul, and I was kind of waiting for this one to be shown in a haul so I could send it off. This one looks pretty darn nice. Not as nice as the 7.0 that I have, The spine looks pretty good. So just looking at it, I would say 6.0, just looking at it. There is some kind of issue going on right in here, right by his hand. And I can feel it through the bag. It's rough right there, but there's no reason for there to be glue on the cover right there. It's rough all throughout here. It's almost like in like a V or a U shape right there. You can just feel it. They say, you can feel stuff on the spine when you take the book out of the bag and board. There's something going on right here where it's rough, and you can hear it. So I have no idea. That's probably not advisable to do that, but who cares? I want Paul to work on that just to make sure that this one doesn't come back as a restored purple label, because there's no reason why there would be. There's a little stain right here. So this may come back a little bit lower, but appearances look like a 6.0, but I'm not sure what that will do. So if I could get a blue label 6.0, that would be fantastic. I'm really hoping that this is not glue. I've looked on the inside cover for any kind of restoration. There's no other indication of any restoration here, so I don't know why there would be glue. They weren't trying to fix this. There's no tears or anything like that. I almost feel like it was something spilled on it, or something was maybe attached to it, or something stuck to it. But as you can see, there's almost a discoloration where those areas were, right in there and down there. So we will see. Very thorough look at this book. Corner's a little bit blunted there. Not really sure about that bend. So maybe it's a little less than a 6.0. Would love a 6.0 blue label. I'm just going to say that. So speak it into existence like I've done before in the past. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We will see very shortly. I'm going to fast track these value, and it says 100 days. So if it's 100 days and stuff is really turning around in like 2 or 3 weeks, a fast track would hopefully lower that down. Now, of course, there's modern, value, and economy. Economy is like $400 or more. That says 50 days, and Backseat Driver just said it turned around in like 9 days. So I chose the middle one, the value tier, $200, books around $200. And I think, because some of these books have, if that one comes back restored, is it going to be, $500 book, the 48? I don't know. So I chose that, and then I fast tracked them, which is the same price basically as the economy. So we will see what these come back as, how fast they turn around, hopefully very, very quickly. I am going to upload this on the 23rd of July, which will be tomorrow. So I'm going to upload those tomorrow, and today's the 22nd. And we will see how fast they go. I'm going to send them off today, the 22nd, to be pressed and cleaned. We'll see how fast Paul can turn these around. If you need pressing and cleaning services, he is a very competent presser. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's done very, very good by me. So I appreciate his services. And with that being said, you guys, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified, and I'll talk to you all on the next one. See ya. Bye.